Hello everybody, welcome back to Beva's Kitchen and welcome to those of you who are new to my channel. Today I'm doing a very brief video. My friend Claudine Harris was here at my house last week and she was telling me about she had made a blender pie. And I asked her what kind of pie was it. And she told me, she said it's a crustless coconut pie. It makes its own crust. Well, now years ago I remembered making a pie that made its own crust. I can't remember if it was a coconut pie because it was a long time ago and I wouldn't have any idea where I got the recipe or where I have it at. So I asked if she would share the recipe with me. Well, she did, and we had our friends Melanie and Mike came down from Virginia, and I prepared that pie for our dinner Saturday evening. And oh my stars, it was a hit. There were 2 little pieces left over from dinner. Clayton and I had those the following afternoon before we went back to church. And so then when we came home from church that night, Clayton asked me if I could make another one. So I did, because you will not believe how easy and quick this is. The longest thing about it is the baking time. So I made a second one, and we ate, well, I ate one slice, but half of the pie disappeared Sunday night. And so then today is Monday. Today's Inauguration Day. We have a new president, and Clayton went to the sawmill. He asked about taking the pie with him. And so he carried the other half of the pie, and I spoke with him earlier on the phone, and he has already eaten that other half of pie. Now this pie, it's like an egg custard, but it's also coconut. It's sweet, but yet it's got a little bit of salt to it. It is absolutely delicious, but it's best if you eat it warm, in my opinion. So anyway, I am going to whip this pie up and get it in the oven. So we'll have it when he gets home from the sawmill. Not that he needs any more, but I only had one slice of that pie, and I'd like to have some more. But anyway, what you do is take your ingredients, put everything in a blender, hit blend, mix it all up, pour it into your pie plate, which you butter the pie plate, you grease it, and put it in the oven at 350 degrees for 45 to 50 minutes. Once it has browned, and then you let it sit out for a little bit and it will set. And then you can slice it and eat it while it's warm. I'm telling you, my stars. I'm almost sorry that I've learned about this pie because I've got a feeling we're going to be eating it a lot. But anyway, I want to get started by showing you the list of ingredients, get this pie whipped up and in the oven. So here is the list that you'll need to make this pie. You will need 2 cups of milk, 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, 3 eggs, 1/2 cup of self-rising flour, 6 tablespoons of salted butter, 1 cup of shredded coconut, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, before I start mixing this, I'm going to go ahead. I've taken my pie plate and I'm going to grease this with some softened butter, because just as soon as I get this mixed, which will take about a minute, I'll need to pour it into my pie dish. And so I am using my fingers just to spread the butter around. My hands are clean. So I'm going to grease this. I will post this recipe below in the description box. And I really hope, if you like coconut or if you like egg custard pie, that you'll give this a try. You may be sorry that I shared this recipe with you because it is so delicious. Okay, I'm just going to pour everything into my blender, starting with the milk. And then my sugar. my eggs. And as I've told you all in the past, my eggs are fresh because we have chickens. So that's why I'm not testing them in a bowl before I put them into my product. Next, I'm going to put my self-rising flour, my butter, which this is 6 tablespoons of butter, and it's not softened. You don't have to bring it to room temperature. You can put it in cold. A cup of coconut, and a teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm just going to do a squirt, put my lid on, and I'm going to mix. Just like this. And so now I'm going to pour it into my pie plate. My other pie plate that I was using, that Clayton carried with him to the sawmill, is a deep dish. So I hope that this one doesn't overflow. That's really full. But I'll set it in a pan just to make sure. I want to get all my coconut out of my blender. And that's it. That's all I do. Now I'm going to pop this in my oven that is preheated to 350 degrees. I will set this on my baking sheet just in case, should it decide to try to spill over. I don't think it will, but just to be safe, and I have my oven hot, and so I'm going to set this in. Very carefully. Okay. All right, and then I will set my timer. I will turn it on for 45 minutes. When that goes off, I will be back to bring the pie out of the oven, and I will show you how it looks. And then once it has set so that it will kind of gel, not really gel, but firm up, then I'll cut it and do a taste test and show you how it looks on the inside. So I'll be back shortly. Just hang in there with me. Okay. The timer has just gone off, so my pie should be done. Oh, my stars. That looks so delicious. Take a look at this. Once that has cooled off a little bit, and it did, some of the butter seeped out of my pan because it was not deep enough. So I'm glad I put that pan under it. I want you to be able to get a close-up look at it. Does that not look absolutely delicious? And you see how it had kind of leaked the butter. But anyway, okay, this is done. I'm going to let it set for a little bit, and when it cools some, then I will cut it and do a taste test. So we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I discovered that my audio was not turned on. So I'm going to do another taste test for you. I have cut the pie, and I'm going to show you that part in my video. But I'm going to do this taste test for you. I don't have much pie left, I'm sorry. But here is to you a blender coconut pie. Super delicious, very quick and easy to make, and so worth it. My stars. Y'all, that is so good. The coconut on top is crunchy. It has like a custard filling, and it's sweet, but yet it has a salty flair that complements it. It is absolutely delicious. I do hope you'll give this a try. I will list this recipe below in the description box, and if you'll give it a try, I think you'll be really pleased. It's really fast. I mean, you just throw it all in the blender and voila, you're done. You put it in your pie plate and bake it, and it's done. It's so good. So until the next time, I'm B-Boss saying may the Lord bless and keep you and your family safe. And that's Maple. She must be telling you goodbye too. But until the next time, have a great day, and I'll see you real soon in another video. Take care. Bye.